It's tricky like that, Jesus.
Yep, 100%.
Ricky Piker,
How are you? What's going on? We got some stuff to talk about. And we're going to get into it in a minute. Welcome, I'm Rob. You can support the channel in a couple of ways. One way, a free way, is you hit subscribe, you hit the notification bell, you join me every time I go live. There's another way you could support the channel. You could become a member. I kept it under $1. It's like a 99-cent Arizona iced tea can. Or you could share this with a friend. You could super chat. I do not take any of this dirty capitalist money, so I'm supported directly by people like you. And I appreciate you and love you. What's up, Smoking Blondie? Jess, how you doing? How is everybody? Oh, Smoking Blondie changed the avatar. I'm gonna have to go check it out. Cool, cool, cool. What's up, Stephanie Potts? How are you doing? How's everybody doing? How's everybody's weekend? How's your weekend? Did they
legalize comedy
yet? Are you having fun, or is everything...
Everything's computer.
We don't know. They're trying to make everything computer. They're trying to make everything drone. Everything drone. Would you like a Tic Tac? We'll bring it to you by drone. Do you have a need? We'll drone it to you. Have you dissented against us? We'll drone you if you did that too.
Do you think we're babies?
They do. They do, Joe. Especially you, Joe Rogan. They think you're a baby because...
Your brain's cooked.
That's right. Your brain is cooked. Let's play a little Bunk Bed Coffin because it's that kind of mellow vibe right now. It's a mellow, mellow, mellow vibe, right? Oh, I know. Bunk Bed Coffin. And let's let some people come in here. Toothless Talks. What's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, Shy Pixie's here. What's up, Shy? Just finished grocery shopping, so I'm pissed off. Right. Let's let some people roll in. Making some tamales. Oh, the prep recipe. That sounds good, Jess. That sounds delicious. Oh, Jess, let me tell you about the burger. I never go out to eat. Never, 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 right? And today was kind of a hectic day, so I splurged, and I got this burger. It was called a Hot Mess Burger. You can look it up. Boston Burgers, something. I don't remember. Hot Mess Burger. Homemade Thousand Island dressing. Sweet potato fries. Burger, cheese. And was that it? I feel like there should have been more. I was kind of just... I love the burger, but I wanted, like, slices of pickles on it. And I wanted... Oh, and there was lettuce on it. That's it. What's up, Edward? Nathan, how are you? How's everybody doing tonight? All right for feelers. I'm in Oregon on the coast. Yeah. Oregon, my home away from home that I've never been to. Same with Washington. I want to go so bad. Northern California and up. That's where I want to go, man. Bizonis. How are you? How are you? Hey, I had kebab and fries. Ooh, that sounds delicious too. Lafayette, Indiana checking in. Smoking Blondie, keeping the organizing structure and the union strong out there. That's our lady. I make too much good food to waste money going out to eat. Yeah, I just was not home. We hadn't eaten. I'm trying to think. What time did I get that food? 3 o'clock? So I didn't eat till 3 today? Holy shit. I didn't even get to listen to that song. Oh, man. Anyways, we got stuff to go to. All right. We're going to do some... I hate these goddamn... Everything's a commercial in America. Everything is a commercial in America. It's been good to me here. That's awesome. You know, America does have a rainforest. I hope you guys know that. We do have a rainforest, the lungs of Earth, and it is in the Pacific Northwest. And one day, before I shuffle loose this mortal coil, I will make it there. I will make it there. I'm going to fucking high five and slap ass all you guys. We're going to be hugging it up. What's up, puppy? You okay? No, you can't sit in my lap right now. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. No, you're not sitting in my lap. Go lay in your bed. Don't do it, Pink Fur. Don't start asking the puppy to come up here. A middle of nowhere, Sonoran Desert, Arizona. Testing the AC today and baking pies on the porch. Baking pies on the porch. Oh, testing the AC today. I think it was 40 degrees. It was a bit nipply today. It was very, 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 very choosy with the weather. Okay, there's a few things I want to touch upon. The Epstein Fury war is going excellent when they won't tell you the number of casualties or hurt or anything like that. I got audio of that. And then, God bless Canada. I'll say this because this Canadian premier just accused Donald Trump of starting the Iran war to cover up the Epstein files. Yo, this dude from Manitoba. Oh, I didn't take a picture of him. I'm so sorry. Let this man speak. We'll let him speak in a little bit. And then I got some Donald Trump audio of being a Twatzie. And then if we could get into it, I don't know, I have the whole Jake Paul half hour of him talking. I didn't know Jake Paul started a podcast. And the last thing I want is some dude who, before he was ever punched in the head, sounded like he was punched in the head too much. Does that make sense about Jake Paul? Like, I know Jake Paul got into boxing, because he felt challenged in his manhood because he was just a fucking loser. But even before he was, knocked the out by that dude, he sounded a lot like he was punched in the head as a youth, like too much, and I see he's got the cool Vanilla Ice. I didn't take a picture of him either. You've seen the photo of these two dancing. He's got the cool Vanilla Ice carved his eyebrow. These people are just the fucking hardest wannabes. And then, of course, how are you feeling with... Oh, come on, really? It's going to be turned all the way down?
The gas prices!
I gotta favorite that. Hold on. There we go. Don't you think that Trump and Jake deserve each other? How can I deny this? I do think, in 70 years, Jake Paul. Hey, what's up, Miss DNA? Mindset Matters. Miss DNA's got a cool channel too. Are you into not manifestation, but what's his name? God damn, how am I gonna forget my man's name? I didn't need to look it up. Neville Goddard. Jake looks like a giant toddler. Yeah. Yes, he looks like if fucking Tom Hanks in Big did the reverse and there was an adult that went into a giant body. Hold on, who was saying what? That is true. Listen, Tim Mobley, Jake and Trump both definitely deserve each other. It's just, maybe do it on Epstein Island, guys. Jake and Trump, maybe go to Epstein Island. You go out there, bring Trump's daughter or whoever they're infatuated with and just handle your business out there. You know what I mean? Leave the non-PDF files to community because these people are poison, dog. Poison.
The gas prices!
And they don't care about gas prices, just so you know. Please shout me out. I'll sub. That's not how I operate. I hate to break it to you. I like to build community of like-minded people who understand that capitalism has run its course, has grifted the fuck out of us. They're telling us not to retire. They're stealing our medical health care. They're stealing our taxes. And all of the politicians, I'm neither a Democrat nor a Republican, so don't say, oh, these are liberal tears. He's just complaining. No, the fucking reason I crash out is because these billionaires will not be satiated with more. More is not enough for these people. They want to own you. They want you gone. They want you gone from this earth. And they want AI robots to, sniff their panties for them and tell them how great they are. So really for me, it's not about, hey, let me do this for you. Please sub for me. I hate that. I despise that. I don't want to build that community. And here I'm very dedicated to building a community. So I appreciate the being a temptress. I appreciate it because I'm sure there's a lot of people like Jake Paul, what's his name? Mr. Beastie. Mr. Bestiality. Whatever, I don't know his name. He's on YouTube and he's like, subscribe for a cookie. I'll do anything. I'll lick your shoe, And people are like, calm down, dude. Calm the fuck down. But that ain't me, bro. Hate to break it to you. So if you don't sub, that's okay. You know, maybe it wasn't meant to be, and those things happen in life. So I appreciate the offer. Bulk Broman. That sounds like a guy who does legs day, if I've ever heard one. Just spread trans hate. We will just ban you. That's true. Yeah, any of that stuff. No slurs, no hate, no nothing like that. If you want to just have an honest conversation, okay. If you want to hear some dialogue, some commentary, some comedy, some jokes, if you want to hear about
The gas prices!
this is your spot, man. We can check in from all across the U.S., all across the world, and we could all tell you gas prices. So if you like to be up to date with that. I can't stand people who assume you have to be a liberal or Dem because you are being yourself. Thank you, Mandy's Candy. Thank you. I appreciate that's. Thank you. That's cool. Because you know what? So many people come in here and they hear me say we should have a $66 minimum wage. We should have a maximum wage. No billionaires should exist. Capitalism has run its course. I hate that all the politicians, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, you name it, Hakeem Jeffries, they're all insider traders. Rick Scott is Slender Man. Show me a picture of those two together in the same room. You can't do it. Neither can I. I've searched the web, okay? Rick Scott and Slender Man have never been in the same room together. I'm convinced they're one, okay? And people hear this shit and they're like, oh, look at the liberal. And I'm like, guy, I'm a far leftist. As far as you can get. I'm so fucking radical, I don't think billionaires should exist, like at all, you know? Go back to Africa, Elon. That's the only person you're allowed to say that to. And all these racists won't do it. I wonder why, because they're racists, you know what I mean? And here, it's not good enough to just be like, I don't pay attention to the news, because that says to me you're complicit. You have to be anti-racist, like my cousin John Brown was. Read about him. He's a good human, and he did nothing wrong. Big Kahuna, $66 minimum wage. People would stop working after 2 years. Awesome. Great. Save your money and fucking retire. What's wrong with that? This is what I mean. Like, people don't get it. I'm for the working people. I would like all the billionaires who work so hard, who are such hard workers, for them to work 7 days a week. And let's watch you. Let's put one of your spy cams on you. Let's put a ring cam on you, and we'll watch how hard you work. You better not be tweeting, because that's not working, okay? All right? And let the working people have a break. You know how many people I know that have 2-3 jobs working 40 to 50 hours a week when realistically 100 fucking years ago, you can read it in a book. Fucking Tom Kellogg and fucking Darby Ford or whatever his name was, Henry, I don't care. Put no respect on that man's name. They were like, wow, in the year 2022, they'll be working 15-hour weeks. The technology will be so good. They'll be so productive. This is history. The robber barons of old thought the technology would be so good we'd be working. And the robber barons of new were like, those silly robber barons, they didn't know how good they had at having people work 7 days a week until unions fought for the weekend. And we're going to try to go back to that. In fact, they are vocally telling you they want to go back to that. So I say all that stuff and people label me whatever, but I don't fit into a box nor a label. I'm way the fuck out there, man. I'm the guy, this is the only thing I'll accept as a tag. You know when the politicians get up on their soapbox and they start telling you who to be scared of? Be scared of the radical left. Be scared. They never tell you why. Do you notice that? I want somebody when they say be scared of the radical left, the Antifa. I want somebody to just go, why? Why should we be scared of them? Nobody asks them why. And they never give you a reason. They tell you blue hair and septum rings and they're crazy and Why? It's because we want your tax money. Actually, we want billionaires' tax money to fund all your health care. You know what? I would like a society where if Uber's charging too much, well, Uber doesn't exist, but if you can't take a cab, you just call an ambulance because they're free. And you're like, yeah, it's free. Let's just use the service. The billionaires worked really hard to afford this, you know? That's the society I'm looking for, where we say, thank God those billionaires are still working 7-8 days a week so we can have free hospital rides in an ambulance to go to the bar, you know? And be like, hydrate me before we go. That's the society I'm looking for. And if you're not looking for it, this is not the place for you. You are a soft, sad sack bootlicker for the capitalist fucking grifters elite like Jake Paul, okay? Now that we've clarified, let's listen to what your CIA Not my CIA. I reject them. Let's listen to Still Can't Buy a House. That's right. Billionaires are heartless. That's right. They're parasites. Where is my photos? Hold on. What? Hold on. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay. So we're going to do no photos today? What is this? What? That can add shorts to... Holy shit. I can add shorts from this? I just clipped a short. I didn't even know how to do that. Overturn Citizens United. Okay, so I guess my photo thing isn't working. I can't bring up any photos for you today. So we're just going to do audio. That's all right. This is like a... This is a off the cuff. No. Jim Rat, you shut up. Nobody delete him. He's just trying to have a conversation. Let's allow this. But here's the thing, Jim Rat. If you want to buy a house, move to an area where you can afford one. Nobody wants to move to fucking buttfuck Oklahoma, okay? We're not all moving there, dude. This is what I mean. You've been so propagandized to think, well, why are you going to live in a place that you can't afford? Meanwhile, everywhere. Go look up where you can afford a fucking place with the fucking minimum wage. Okay? Because the minimum wage was set so you could fucking afford a living. Go look up FDR. I'm not going to quote him again. I do it too much. Americans need to read and fucking do this themselves. Okay? I'm here to educate you on how stupid you sound when you're like, just move to fucking Alabama where there's shanties you could probably rent. You know, like that's not the solution, asshole. I want you to walk your theory out. Your theory is everyone that can't afford a place, which is every fucking city in America, just move to the woods like me. And then you'll go, why is everybody moving here? Not only we wouldn't all fit, but do you not understand the housing crisis in America? Oh, okay, here we go. He's this dumb. So America has this housing crisis. If you look up BlackRock and a bunch of these other fucking real estate investment firms, they've been buying up towns, buying up apartment things, and using algorithms to set the prices really high because people, where are they going to go? To the street, and some of them have to. So there's this big crisis in America concerning people and housing. It's too expensive. Okay, so if you go... we'll just move where it's not, and you don't understand that it's expensive everywhere. If we all move to buttfuck fucking Arkansas, where your stupid ass was uneducated by the horrible school system, this is why we need to redo them all, then guess what? The rent's gonna go up, and Arkansas ain't paying enough anyways, man. So the thing is we want people that were born and raised somewhere, if they want to stay there. Isn't that your whole thing, you racists? You know, like, we were born here, you know, isn't that like your whole fucking stomping ground thing? Like you don't want to move and now you're telling people to move. So I just need you to understand, when you say just move to somewhere where it's cheap, what you're telling is all of America, just uproot and hopefully you'll find a place. You know what I mean? Like I need you to walk these things out before you fucking start chatting. Just walk it out. Go, what does this look like if I tell everyone who can't fucking afford a place in America to just move to where it's cheaper? Do you think that place stays cheaper when there's limited housing there and everyone's trying to go? I just need you to work this shit out, man, not me. Okay? So that's why that's a dumb thing to say, okay? And don't say it again. Political parties divide the nation, prioritizing party interest over the common good and enabling cunning, ambitious, and unprincipled men to seize power. Did Washington say that? Because, you know, whatever with Washington. My fancy is struck with, the Black Panthers, John Brown, who said if I had done this for the wealthy or any of their friends or family, I'd been deemed worthy of a reward. And that was with his trying to start the Civil War. And that's true. It rings true today. You see people punished for things that, like I'm just trying to advocate for people to be able to afford a house where they live. And people come in here and say dumb things like, why don't you just move? Oh, because moving is very cheap. That's even more basic. We can even break this down to the most simplest things. People who are struggling to rent are just going to pack up and save up thousands of dollars, first, last, rent, security, fucking maybe a realtor's fee, all this shit? Really? This is what I mean. America, you've lost your critical thinking ability. But thanks for the George Washington quote. You're not hearing what I'm saying. We'll continue this dialogue, Jim Wright. I'm here for you, buddy. I'm here for you. If somebody wants to buy a house bad enough, if they have a skill set, no. I heard what you said. I don't need to read that. I get it. What you're saying is, if you really want to buy a house, you'll move across the country to some shithole location where the education is unfunded, where the fucking red Twatsies are running everything. Maybe they have fucking no hospitals near them, and that's where it's cheap. I get what you're saying. You don't get what I'm saying. That's fucking dumb. Just as like a human. Just as like human beings. Like, no. People are living where they're wanting to live, and they have skill sets where they want a skill set. What you're saying is, I know that all these fucking capitalists grifted us out of owning homes because the average home buyer first time is over 40 now. And back in the fucking 90s, it was 20. What's happened since then? I'll tell you, not immigration. I'll tell you, the rich went from 30, 40 to 1, the median employee, making 30, 40 times to 1 to median employee, to now some of them make 6,666 times the median employee. So that's the only big difference we have. Stock buybacks are legal. Real estate investment firms can buy entire towns like they did in Florida. BlackRock spent $45 million on buying a town and turning it into a rental community. So you just don't acknowledge any of that. And you're like, no, if you have a skill set, you should just move across the country to somewhere where you don't want to be, where probably the infrastructure shit, where they fucking have all these obtuse laws because they just don't want to say, hey, we're Twatsies, man. You know, get what the fuck I'm saying. You know, get out of the gym. I want you to change your name, Gym Rat, to fucking Library Rat. I want you to do some reading because you're uneducated. We don't tolerate that here. We'll engage with it, but I don't tolerate it. All right. See, here we go. Jim Rat can't answer what I'm saying, so he's going, all you're doing is bitching. Okay, if that's how you see it, I don't give a fuck. You know, you're an idiot. So if an idiot says, I'm complaining, okay, you don't understand what I'm talking about. People need homes to live. Nobody's buying homes anymore. Nobody. Investors are. And you're like, just move. You know what I mean? Like, Jim Ron, this is fucking over your head, buddy. It's okay. We got to hear about the CIA. I'm done engaging with you. You could fucking write me all you want, but whatever. Who says we can't afford it? Well, that's the other thing. Listen, DNA, he's not even getting into the fuck. Like, I got to take these people at the ground floor, right? Because they just don't understand how stupid they fucking sound. Like, okay, they want to be able to buy a home, and your thing is just move to where it's cheap. Do you even know where the fuck it's cheap? On the banks of the fucking Mississippi? Nobody wants to live there. The people that live there don't want to live there. You don't want to live in a place called Tornado Alley. But more importantly, I say if you live in an area and you want to buy a home there, you should be able to. Do you hear how people, the working class, bends over backwards to appease their fucking masters? The Twatsies that are running things? Instead of being like, no, you're right. You should be able to buy a home where you live. Like, what's radical about that? Instead, we've seen home prices more than fucking double in the past 5 to 10 years? And no one's salaries have doubled. So this is what I mean. Just use some common sense. It's just over his head. He's never going to get it. This is the CIA, dude. I can't show you the pictures. I'm very sorry. We're not Democrats here. Who keeps saying that? I'm sorry they called you a Democrat, Smoking Blondie. We're the radical, woke, left mob. The ones that the Republicans keep warning you about. They won't tell you why, because we're going to come out from under your bed and give you free healthcare, paid for by billionaires. Terrifying.
Functioning constitutional democracies in over 20 countries. We manipulated elections in dozens of countries. We created standing armies and directed them to fight. We went after to organize ethnic minorities to encourage them to revolt.
Now, Jim Rat, you're just a rat, man. Now I'm going to quiet you, because the second you start telling people to work harder, you're fucking anti-American. before you disappear because you're a chicken shit, I just want to explain something to you. You tell any American to work harder when they already maybe have 1, 2, 3 jobs, maybe working 5, 6 days a week. That's when I fucking start to get upset. You don't tell any of my fucking people to work harder. You are a traitor to the working class and a traitor to Americans. If anything, every American should be telling the other workers, you know what, you should work a little less, man. Life's short. Enjoy it. That's the one thing I won't tolerate. You don't tell my fucking Americans to fucking work harder. You go tell Elon Musk to work harder. That fucking cunt fucking is CEO of what, 12 places, has 14 kids, doesn't see any of them, and he's emailing Epstein on fucking Christmas morning. Tweeting all day. Go tell them to work harder. Don't you disrespect fucking my Americans here.
The first thing we did in Nicaragua was to go to the Mosquito Indians, who had never gotten along with the other people in Nicaragua very well, and give them more money than they had seen in the entirety of history, and arms and training and rationales and sanctuaries in Honduras, and sent them into Nicaragua to attack, kill, fight, rape, burn, pillage. And this has been a technique the CIA has used in Nicaragua, in Thailand, in Vietnam, in Laos, in the Congo, in Iran, Iraq with the Kurds, in different parts of the world. We created, trained, and funded death squads like the Treasury Police in El Salvador. And we've assassinated world leaders, including the United States President in 1963. And I'll get to that in more detail in just a moment. You can never be sure how many people are killed in the jungles of Laos or the hills of Nicaragua. But adding them up as best we can, we come up with a figure of 6 million people killed, minimum figure. It has to be more than that. These things are all done in countries of the third world where the governments don't have the power to force the United States to stop destabilizing the country and brutalizing their people.
Now, take that for what it is. I don't know. Does it relate to anything going on? I don't know. Now, let's see how the war's going. I don't know if this is a huge red flag or not, but when they can't give you the casualty numbers or how many are injured or anything like that, and they kind of pass the buck or just say a bunch of political wish-wash, it smells a little suspect to me.
There, green jacket.
This is Keg Pete Seth.
Mike Bress with the Washington Examiner. How many American casualties have there been, and where were the American service members when they were injured?
I mean, it's a bunch of return to duty. So we've had the large majority have gone in for some medical treatment and return to duty. We've had in Kuwait, Jordan, down across the southern flank a little bit, a variety of places, most from one-way attack strikes.
But I would clarify that. I think what we
And
tried to do here is clarify those numbers rather than saying KIA or WIA wounded. Be more clear about that because the overwhelming majority, almost 90%, thank God, are return to duty. Minor injuries return to duty, and so that number can look a certain way, and our job is to add some fidelity to it. Right there.
Interesting. Danny, I want to address your comment because, again, you know, there's idiots everywhere. Why is the government responsible for your health care, your food, your home? Well, the simple answer, Danny, is because we're responsible for theirs. We pay for all of it. How do you think they make their money? I know. It's corporations, super PACs, Citizens United allowed them to just funnel unlimited money to them. But I mean, realistically, you know, the way the system was set up. By the way, when institutions fail, you don't reform them, you replace them. So Danny, why should we be responsible for all their shit, you know? And don't you think we should get something back for our tax money? But then if I can take it to just a little bit of a side alley, so you're saying you don't want the government to regulate if your food is poisoned, if there's a good date on it, if your water is healthy, if your doctors are licensed? What are you saying, Danny? Because it's so stupid I can't even fucking comprehend what you're talking about right now. You don't want the government to regulate fucking clean water, clean air, fucking roads, fucking, you know, expired chicken. I don't know, that doesn't sound delicious to me. But okay, Danny, brilliant take. Thanks. Holy fuck. Yeah, I watched the Doge things. I had the audio for those. We're going to do it the other way. Foiled Foliage, what's up? As someone who works for a hospital, my taxes absolutely covered everything I need. It just gets wasted by the Pentagon. Yep. 93 billion in 1 month. It's our government. It is our money. Yep. Danny wants dirt chicken. I would say Danny wants horse that's called chicken, but there's no regulation, so who knows? It's just mystery meat, you know? Danny wants corporations to run the world, you know, and that's where we're heading anyway. So Danny, you're in luck, man. You voted for the corporate party. That's both parties, just so you know, Democrats or Republicans. The corporate party. Just vote for them, man. And then, you know, I'm sure you'll have poison chicken. You'll have to wear a fucking mask, which I know you hate doing, but once the air is that sullied, you have to, you know, you can't breathe. Look at other parts of the world where they have loose regulations and check their air quality once or twice. Now, here is a hero. This Canadian premier just accused Donald Trump of starting the Iran war to cover up the Epstein files. I just like the way this dude speaks. His cadence, his fucking oomph. You know? Let's listen to this dude.
I hope this war in Iran ends. These gas prices are too high, and kids are being killed for no reason. Even the Trump administration cannot explain why they're at war in Iran right now. And I mean, like, the Epstein files seems to be as good of a reason as anyone else can figure out. So stop the war. So we're going to keep an eye on it. We're always going to be there to help you. We cut the gas tax once. We brought it down permanently afterwards. So we're going to be there to help with the cost of living. But right now, Donald Trump is public enemy number one.
Oh, come on, internet. Oh, come on. I'm sorry. Let's see.
When it comes to our economy and the average person keeping your head above water, the cost of living. But right now, Donald Trump is public enemy number one when it comes to our economy and the average person keeping your head above water. So, yeah, that's my hope, is that the war stops.
Listen, I'm not a big fan of politicians in general, but I like this guy because at least he's not getting on there and he's going, we're cutting taxes, we're cutting gas taxes, we're trying to help with affordability. Donald Trump is literally to the crowd who screamed and cheered about affordability and needing affordable egg and affordable gas. He's saying it's a hoax. He doesn't want to hear about it. He's spitting in your face. You know, it's kind of disgusting the lack of fucking respect some of these people have for themselves, maggots specifically, MAGATAs. How can Trump stop this war without looking absolutely weak? He looks weak no matter what. This is what I don't get. I mean, I guess that's kind of a good question, but just where my brain comes from is like, he's never looking tough. You know, the weakest thing to me is like bombing that school and then claim, I don't know, I didn't hear about it. It was them. You know, I'm like, oh, that's a coward. Ooh. A guy who would do that, number one, is a coward. But who would then deny it or say it was somebody else? Ooh, chicken shit. I think that's why him and Jake Paul like each other, you know? Because Jake Paul had to prove he was a man to become a boxer. And then the first real boxer he fight, I don't know, is he going to be like Machine Gun Kelly and just switch genres? And I thought MAGA didn't want fucking, you know, women boxing in men's sports. Do you get that joke? I'm calling Jake Paul a woman. All right, here's the Twatzie himself. I don't know if you heard this tirade last night where he called Fox News and Brian Stumpleton, I don't know these fucking losers' names, Goog Billy Goat. I don't really care. Fox News, they're interchangeable. They're all just rich kids fucking that we're trying to tell you everything's good right now. But I can't believe the rhetoric, the Twatzie rhetoric. And let me just say this before I play this. If you're quiet about this, if you're silent on this, if you pretend like you don't really know, or if you're one of those people, even better, go, how is that racist? You're part of the problem. You are just like Donald Trump, 100% part of the problem. I just want to be very clear on that, because these people think that they can shank accountability by just being like, I don't know about it. Do you really think that is? And yes, I had photos of proof about how the Twatsies look to Jim Crow era South America and how the interracial marriage laws and the one drop laws and like all this good information for you to read. Unfortunately, MAGA, I don't think they could read. To just prove like that this is the history of the system in this country, and that anybody that hears this shit should be able to say that's not only horrific, but it's unbecoming and unpresidential of you, you know, or whatever will get his goat, you know. Like you know what? This is what we should say. Epstein would have loved that. Epstein would have loved this, sir. We knew how close you were, because you're living out his final wishes by doing this eugenics type talk. Here's Donald Trump calling into Fox News late at night
and say, this is about ISIS. So, I mean, how do you get into the mindset of this? How do you stop it?
They're sick people, and a lot of them were let in here. They shouldn't have been let in. Others are just bad. They go bad. Something wrong. There's something wrong there.
So
the genetics are not exactly, they're not exactly your genetic.
Well,
it's one of those problems, Brian.
Oh, Brian Kilmeade. I don't know if I pronounce it. It's Brian Queefmade. Brian Queefmade. I believe that's the Fox News host he's calling into. Did you hear what he said? And then Brian was like, I guess we could just go run with that. I guess we could run with the genetics thing. This is the president basically quoting fucking late 30s Germany. You understand that, right? Like, you know, these people, it's their genetics. Number one, let me just, again, this is what I like to do. I like to break it down in little bites. Who the fuck believes Donald Trump knows anything about genetics? Seriously. You think he studied it in his spare time? You think he's watching a TED Talk on fucking how genetics works? Seriously, I just want to break it down at that level. So we understand, like, he's not quoting fucking the American Journal of Science. You know what I mean? Like, that ain't happening. What he's doing is he's race baiting. He's like, it's their genetics. Remember when he told the Proud Girls? No, I don't want to call them girls because girls kick fucking ass. The Proud Boys. That's what we'll call them. Remember when he told the Proud Boys to stand back and stand by when he was asked if he'll denounce them? This is why he said stand by, because he needs his Epstein army. The Proud Boys are the Epstein army now. Oh, if you don't know, the Epstein army is just what I call ICE. Okay? So we call them the Epstein army. The domestic Epstein army. They were the first cover for Epstein Fury. But this is why. This is why he's doing this. It's not even a dog whistle anymore. Now he's a fucking lighthouse for racists. He's like, come to me. You know how we have the Statue of Liberty for immigration? Like, hey, give me your week. You're tired. You're hungry. You're fucking, I don't know. I don't know the quote on the fucking thing. I didn't learn that in school. You know, they made me pledge of allegiance all the time. And what has that done for me? It conditioned you. That's what it did. That's why I don't fucking stand for it or put my heart over my thing for it. What's the fucking country done for me? It steals my tax money and fucking hurts other people, you know? And then I got to pay a bunch of grifters to sit in the office and tell me to not retire? Are you fucking kidding me with that shit? Teach us the fucking Bill of Rights. Teach us about the Black Panthers. Teach about Abby Hoffman and John Brown. So anyways, Donald Trump is a lighthouse for racists. That's it. He's like the Statue of Liberty for racists. You know, come to me, you incels. You fear, you people that operate on fear. Those with thin skin and fragile egos. Come to me if you want to present as masculine, but really, you know, look like an oversized orange turd. Like if Grimace and Ronald McDonald banged, like that's what would come out. So that's what this is. I'll play it again.
There. So the genetics are not exactly, they're not exactly your genetic. It's one of those problems.
If you don't know, Brian Kilmeade is clearly a white dude. I think they only have like a token black person on Fox News. So he's saying their genetics are not, you know, your genetics. And Brian is, man, what are you, tongue-tied, buddy? Frog in your throat? You got a toad in your throat, pal?
They're not exactly your genetic. It's one of those problems, Brian. It's a terrible thing, and it happens. And it happens.
And it happens. You know, because all the famous geneticists are like, they're not your genetics, they're just different, and it happens. That's the story of genetics, folks. And it happens. And it happens. So now that we've Scooby-Dooed the case of Donald Trump not knowing shit about genetics, you understand how this is just blatant racism? A late night call to Fox News like it was a goddamn 1-900 number, you know? Like he's paying $2 a minute. He's got to get off his chest quick because fucking, you know, we're for that call. By the way, we literally paid for that call. You know, we're paying his phone bill. That's your taxes. And that's what I mean. Like, if you're silent or saying, like, how is that racist? You're complicit in this shit. You're a part of the problem. That's what I'm trying to tell people. Because you have to actively stand out, call this shit out, and be like, that is as racist as it gets, man. What is this, the fucking Jim Crow era South, bro? Like, you need to quit and shame. To whoever asked, like, how does he pull out of the war without looking weak? He always looked weak. You think a strong man comes on here and blames shit on genetics? Really? Where's your rugged individualism now, you know? Maybe it's you, Donald Trump. You know, maybe it's fucking Lord Farquaad like you are.
It happens too often.
So bringing up to today,
Brian Queefmade didn't even fucking. Why would you acknowledge that, Brian Queefmade? Huh? Go on.
There's a lot of Iranians, over 700, over 1,700 came to our border over the 4 years of president.
Yo, did Brian Queefmade just totally left turn? Donald Trump wanted to talk about genetics. How dare you insult his intelligence? You know, really dig deep into the heart of the genetics of people. Guys, what are you scared of? Maybe people fucking saying this is like a call-in show from 1938 Germany?
But it's a terrible thing, and it happens. And it happens too often.
So bringing up to today, there's a lot of Iranians over.
Oh, Brian Queefmade, how dare you? The president wants to talk genetics, and you try to fucking derail that? Huh. I wonder why. I wonder why Brian Kilmeade didn't want to talk, brown people genetics like Donald Trump is talking about. Interesting. He wouldn't fucking bang that drum. Queefmade. His base thinks he's strong. Yeah, they've never seen him walk up a ramp or drink water, but they have the illusion, Brian Jennings, great point. They have the illusion of what is a strong man. That's why the culture has been hijacked by people like Joe Rogan at all of 3'9", telling you to eat alpha pills and drink elk blood, or I don't know what he's doing. If it's a ritual under a full moon, I'm cool with that. But, just like to do it while you're in the sauna or whatever Joe Rogan's advocating for, I don't know. I don't listen to him. But like, that's the whole thing about like, what's going on right now. Like, it's a facade, like none of it's real. And they've just been coaxed into it because what the root of this problem is they're scared. They're driven on fear, and they can't admit it. So the scaredest people will present as like, this is the ones you see always barking, Joe Rogan, barf. He wears lifts. We should all chip in and buy him a pair of like them big Kiss boots, like the 6-inch platform boots. I'll do that. If I go on Joe Rogan's podcast, Joe, have me on. I'll bring you a gift. I'll bring you some big ass boots, but they're gonna be knee-high boots, Joe. Actually, they're gonna be the thigh boots. The thigh boots people used to wear? We'll get him some thigh boots. Say, damn boy, you look good. We'll be like, we even had them tailored out to the size of your thigh, because Joe is wider than he is tall. Most people don't know that. The camera takes about 40 inches off of your wideness. So anyways, go-go boots. Yes, the go-go boots, that's what I meant. Here come the MAGA idiots. Welcome one, welcome all. He is deteriorating, Lucas. He is. Yes, Joe Rogan, invite me, please. Please, Joe Rogan, you have too many bootlickers who are too scared to tell you anything besides, That's literally most of the show. Like, hey, Joe, what would you... I know you had me on to interview me, but what are the topics that we can actually talk about? Okay, thank you, Joe. And now I'll elaborate on the things Joe told me to say. Mar-a-Lago Accord is indeed shady. I really don't know what it's about, though. If you could link the content. I don't know. What's the Mar-a-Lago Accords? It sounds like a goddamn Avengers. Why does it feel like everything they're doing, they just watch the Avengers? Like, they just watch the total Avengers series, and they're just like, we should do that. What would I talk about with Joe Rogan? Oh my God, you name it. I don't care. I talk about anything. But we have to keep it to like, within the realm of all of his Epstein files friends. Like, I would just want to ask about that. Wouldn't you? Like, here's the thing. Joe Rogan is friends with Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, Steve Bannon. I'm trying to think who, like, he's had so many people in that have been in the Epstein files, and not like innocently, like when he interviewed Peter Thiel. And Peter Thiel was like, I met him this year. And Joe was like, that was before the arrest, right? And Peter was like, no, he'd been arrested, And Joe didn't even press any harder. So I would just be like, Joe, come on, man. You don't, like, behind closed doors, you're not like, dude, Elon, You emailed him on Christmas morning? Like, how do you not, if you're a comedian, you have a whole bit on that. Stavi baby has a fucking bit on the Epstein emails. You know, like, how are you not, if you're a comedian, this is ripe for fucking material. I hate to say it, but like, these dudes made themselves look like pathetic pick-me cocoa melon brains, you know? Joe only talks to idiots now. Yeah, no. He only talks to compliancy. You know, the people who are compliant. That's why I say, like, Peter Thiel's friends, big banking friends, big tech friends. It's no, like, people who want to actually, you know, discuss what's going on. It's all a bunch of, it's like RFK's wife, RFK Jr. You know what I mean? It's like, this is what I call Joe Rogan. He's the government propaganda podcast. He is the secretary of podcast for this regime. He just said it the other day on one of his shows. He's like, Donald Trump texts me. You know what I mean? You have Donald Trump's number and you're not like, bro, fucking cool it, dog. Or don't text me again, you know? Like, this is fucking gnarly what's going on. That's why I say he's complicit in all this. Joe's a moron. Yeah. 5K for my Timu Trump Dragon Watch. As someone who grew up on UFC, Joe Rogan is an absolute fool. Saw that many years ago. Well, yeah, that's true too. That's when I met him, when he was doing the UFC stuff. And even before that, he was just pathetic. I mean, go watch his stand-up throughout the years. The funniest thing to me is because I was on a radio show where we had Carlos Mencia on, and Joe Rogan got so mad, he called in. He called in when the show opened up at 6 a.m. and was like, get Carlos on. He steals jokes. I want to call him out. So, like, they had this back and forth on our show. And if you watch Joe Rogan's last comedy special, he stole jokes from Brendan Schwab, who's pathetic, but he stole his jokes. It's like Joe has no legs to stand on. That's what I would like to talk to him about. I would like to have Camden, or whatever his producer's name is, I would be like, I want you to cue up 2 clips. The Joe Rogan joke that he stole from Brendan Schwab, and then Brendan Schwab doing that joke. And I just want to play it back to back and go, Joe, so tell me what your beef with Carlos Mencia was again. You know, and I want Joe to get fucking really mad at Carlos Mencia for stealing jokes. And be like, and are you not the new Carlos Mencia? You know? Are you not? You're not a comic. And then I would plug my alpha cereal. I would do alpha cereal. That's what I would do. You know, and be like, hey, Joe, can we get a quick hit from my alpha cereal? It's just elk balls in milk. And Joe would be like, oh, I gotta try that. Fear Factor. Oh my God, Fear Factor. And listen, what was it? Talk radio, news radio? Just do research, chat. It's very easy. Starlight Zen Space. I love all the Zen, the manifestors, the mindset. I love you guys. We need more of you. See, that's why I think everyone should retire and just focus on, you know, the mindset, the Zen space. I think we'd have a better world. I didn't recognize him, Bald. Fear Factor launched him. Yeah. News radio. That's what it was called. Yeah. News radio. I mean, I'm not going to go much more into Joe Rogan. He's what he is. You know what I mean? He's what he is. What is he?
The gas prices!
That's what he is. That's all he is. Let's listen to a little Jake Paul talking to Don Trump. These two birds are of a feather. If you know anything about Jake Paul's history. Bunch of grifters, bunch of misogynists, bunch of bad for the planet, bad for humanity, but somehow they command attention. Probably because they're both loud and obnoxious, empty-headed fools who maybe present smart to stupider people, but I don't really know. I like to call it Cocoa Melon Brain. I wonder if Jake Paul is calling his podcast Cocoa Melon Brain, or is that copyrighted? I don't know. But, you know, Joe Rogan has alpha brain pills. I think Jake Paul, name this Cocoa Melon Brain, you know, because that's probably your fan base. You know, they're like, all right, shut off the Cocoa Melon. Let's watch Jake.
It's an honor. We're here at a factory doing a rap.
You're doing a podcast at a bro, church it up a little more, man. Do it at like a sweatshop or something.
It's my first rally. It's actually my first show on
It's funny that they call it a rally, because you know what, that immediately triggered in my mind a Klan rally, and that's very appropriate for this. And Donald Trump looks horrible in this. You can see, like, right around here, there's like this sharp L in his makeup, it almost looks like, hear me out on this, it almost looks like an atomic bomb went off. And they were like, sir, get behind something. And he's like, I can withstand anything. And it went, and he's like, my makeup is done for life, you know?
This podcast, you're going to be my first and last
Wow, that's
guest.
good. Well, we're going to have to get good ratings.
We got to get some good.
Podcasts don't really get rating. They get like reviews and numbers, but it's okay. You know what? He looks like a plump. He looks like, I'm so sorry. He's sitting in this chair like a fucking pear, right? He's got like this, I can't show you the photos that I took. What's up, the Aniacal? Good to see you. But Donald Trump looks like if Grimace, if you superimposed Ronald McDonald's head on Grimace, but on the top of Grimace, not where Grimace's eyes are, that's what he looks like. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing.
Good ratings. You were flying in on Air Force One.
Right. Is it true?
I'm so sorry. Did you hear that? Jake Paul's like, so you were like flying in on like Air Force One? Did anybody remember the Chris Farley bit where they would, on SNL, where Chris Farley would get to interview people? And he interviewed, I'm going to fucking find it, because some of you might be too young. This interview with Jake Paul reminds me of this, where Farley... Oh my God. Please have it on here. The Chris Farley Show. That's what it was called. Oh my God. Hold on.
The what?
Hold on. I wonder if I can play this. You know what? It's worth it. Please just hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. This is not going to get monetized. I already know that, but you have to hear this. This is such a fucking... Hold on. Playback speed. Let me speed it up a little so we can just get through.
Hi, I'm Chris Farley, and this is the Chris Farley Show.
No, listen to Chris. This is a bit, but this is also exactly what Jake Paul's doing.
And tonight, my host is Jeff Daniels, one of the greatest actors around, I guess. God, I hate doing this part, man. I never know what to say.
No, you're doing fine, Chris. You're doing good.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Anyway, Mr. Daniels has done The Purple Rose of Cairo, Terms of Endearment, Arachnophobia, and Something Wild, which is an awesome flick.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
You remember in Something Wild when Melanie Griffith had you handcuffed to the bed? Remember that?
Yeah.
And you had to make that phone call, remember? And you were chained to the thing and you couldn't get away?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
That was awesome.
Oh, Chris, we miss you, man. We miss you so much. Oh my God. So if you've never seen that, hopefully, okay, he did it with Paul McCartney. It was so funny. They don't have the whole Paul McCartney here. God damn, man. Why wouldn't SNL? Why would you not put the...
Hey, remember when you were in the Beatles and you did that album, Abbey Road, and at the very end of the song, the song goes, and in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. You remember that?
Yes.
Is that true?
I love Chris Farley so much. So fucking much. Okay, so now that we have the baseline for what is in my head when I hear Jake Paul trying to be a serious adult man, being like, so the president, you flew here on like Air Force One? No, he took a fucking JetBlue flight, dude. What are you talking about?
Fun stuff, and yes, it's an honor. We're here at a factory.
This is the
doing a
Coco
rally. It's my
Melon
first
Brain
rally.
Show.
It's actually my first show on this podcast, so you're gonna be my first and last
Wow, that's
guest.
good. Well, we're going to have to get good ratings.
We got to get some good ratings.
Literally, life is just a parody at this point. This is it. Life is just a parody.
You were flying in on Air Force One.
Right.
Is it true that you watched the Joshua fight on Air Force
I
One?
watched it. I watched you, and I thought you were very brave. He's a pretty big guy. Yeah, he's good. And he's he's a legitimate fighter. And I thought you were great. You did yourself no harm.
No.
Other than your chin, maybe.
Other than the jaw, which is healing. How big is the TV on Air Force One?
This is the so sir, I heard like you were like flying on like Air Force One. Is that true? Cool. Did you watch TV? Whoa. Is it a big TV? This is Coco Melon for adults. Everybody understand that? Jake Paul's podcast is Coco Melon for adults. There's so much happening in the world. And he's like I heard, is it true? You fly on Air Force One? Can you watch TV on there, or do you have to buy the headphones? How big is the TV? Is it one of them little behind the seat TVs? I can't fucking believe this is like real life.
Good. It's good. It's good. The best you can have, I tell you. You know, they view it as cost is no object, right? But it was.
They view it. Oh, did you hear what Donald Trump said? Donald Trump said the TV's big. He said they view it as cost is no object. You know what he just said? He just said your tax money don't mean shit to me. We'll put whatever fucking size we want. We'll put a jumbo fucking jet so we could have a fucking actual theater on the plane. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'll rewind that. Go ahead, Jake. Go ahead, buddy. Come on. Don't freeze on me.
Very brave. He's a pretty big guy, you know, he's good. And he's legit, look, he's a legitimate fighter.
Oh, the makeup.
And I thought you were great. You did yourself no harm.
No.
Other than your chin, maybe.
Other than the jaw, which is healing. How big is the TV on Air Force One? That was
Good. It's good. It's good. The best you can have, I tell you. You know, they view it as cost is no object, right? But
The TV is the best you can have. Cost is no object. You think he's paying for it? That's our money. Cost is no object to him. That's what he says about your tax money. Yo, Jake Paul is looking like a toddler brain right now.
But it was good. I got to see that.
How do you not be like, cost is no object? You know we're paying for that? So our tax money is just no object to you, just whatever, put in the biggest TV?
We watched it. We had a whole plane full of people watching him. And, you know, if size mattered, then I said he's going to be in trouble. Then I say it matters.
I got into the ring with him, and I realized he was much bigger than I thought.
This is fucking crazy. I'm sorry, guys. I can't do this. Jake Paul just said, I got into the ring with him, and I realized he was bigger than I thought. Maybe you shouldn't be boxing, bro. Maybe you should be working on, what's wrong with your brain. Because if you don't know who the fuck you're sized up against, then boxing isn't for you. As somebody who boxed before, let me just tell you, if you have no idea who you're getting into the ring with, bro, you're being set up. Who's your I can't do this. I can't do the commentary in this podcast. Who is watching this? This is the Coco Melon crowd. This is what it is. Because who else is watching Jake Paul talk about wow, he's bigger than I thought. Anyways, sir, what do you want to say?
You didn't see that at the weigh-in?
No, not at the weigh-in, not at the press conference. And then I got in the ring.
Right. You didn't see him at the weigh-in or the press conference. You just didn't. You what?
I just saw his size. I was just like, okay, this is going to be a tough night.
So who do you fight next?
It's a good question. I think Francis.
Would you ever fight him again? No.
No, I don't think so. I think I need to go.
You understand Donald Trump's interviewing him, right? This is the Jake Paul podcast. Or Coco Melon brand, sorry.
Stay at my weight class.
I think so, right?
Maybe doing some MMA. We're promoting fights now on Netflix. We got Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carano. Maybe Usyk in MMA. Francis Ngannou.
Okay, so it's an MMA podcast?
Right in the front door of the White House. And he's got a tremendous card. I don't even know if it's filled out, but I just saw it. It looks like it's going to be, all top guy.
This is the pressing stuff that you want to... Oh, foiled foliage. Welcome, comrade. Appreciate you becoming a member. And you can support the channel too, just like foiled foliage for 99 cents. I keep it the price of an Arizona iced tea because I respect that company. And I purchased their products because since the 90s, since I was in high school, I was buying Arizona iced tea big cans for 99 cents and they ain't changed the price. They might have changed it at a gas station near you, but that was not them. And they've said that, and I've talked about it because if you go to the grocery store, it's 99 cents. So thank you, Foiled Foliage. Welcome, comrade. Welcome. Welcome. First one I actually bought myself and very proud to support and up and coming. Hey, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I'm broke as heck, but I'll get you 150, man. Listen, I hear you. We're all in the struggle. Get out of fighting, Jake Paul. I don't know. I say keep fighting, Jake Paul, especially out of your weight class. I like to see it, you know? When that job broke, I went, hey, there is good things happening in the world. So I say, Jake, keep rolling for those bigger guys, man. Lots of love from Socialist Scotland. Oh, Damon, what's up? We got a Scot in the house. Oh, that's amazing. Hold on, let me let this dog out real quick. What are you chirping about? What are you chirping about? Come on. Oh, mom's home. Mom's home. That's what it is. That's amazing. That's amazing. So we got Foiled Foliage as a member. I appreciate you. Much love to you. We got Damon here. Damon, I hope you hit subscribe. If you're new here, please hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. Hold on. Are you just talking about the founding of Arizona Iced Tea? Yeah. You know, it broke my heart, Brian, when I found out it was founded in Brooklyn. I always imagined a nice Arizona tea sweltering in the sun, waiting to that crisp perfection it was. Then I was like, nah, it was some smart marketer from Brooklyn. If you've ever seen him talk, he's hilarious. But I love that guy because he's done interviews. He's like, I don't need to change the price. All these people are ripping others off. And I'm like, that's a good dude right there. Already subbed and like, man, oh, I appreciate you, man. Julian Fry, what's up? I used to have a Scottish wallet with Velcro. It screamed when you open it. What? Are you a human or AI? Foiled Foliage wants to know Byron. I would love Trump to box. Trump can hardly walk up a ramp. He can't do stairs, you know. I just built an AI project specifically designed for YouTube chat. I believe it. Okay, I don't know if I could really listen to this Jake Paul thing. Maybe I'll try to find some clips.
Wasn't that later?
It was later. I didn't start fighting until I was like 21. Basically,
okay, I went 12 minutes in. They're still talking about fighting.
The whole thing that we're doing now is...
When do they get to the Epstein files in this? That's really what I want to know. When does Jake hit him with the hard questions like, sir, what about these allegations from this 13-year-old in the Epstein files? What do you have to say to that? And I don't want to hear none of this, it's a hoax, or, you know, she's not been vetted, or she was unreliable. Like, I want to know, where were you in 1983? Or, you know, he clearly prepared for this. He's wearing a suit. Looks like his fucking brother did his tie.
People have waited for 47 years for it to happen. So we have to do it right. But our military has been unbelievable.
No, and I commend you for your bravery. And
what the fuck? How do you commend the president for his bravery? Bravery what? To send other people to die? I don't get this. Jake, you're just so stupid. He's not even looking at Donald Trump. He's looking at all different directions. This is fraudulent, man. These people are frauds. Oh, I can't do this shit. I can't do this. I want to listen to Chris Farley more. But I think SNL is going to do my thing. I'm so mad. I'm going to find more of the Chris Farley show because that is one of the funniest shows. And I find it hard to believe they only have one up here. Why would you do that, SNL? But all right. Bravely wearing a diaper in public, right? How do you call... Some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I am willing to make. I played that clip the other day. Wait, did I delete that? I think I deleted it. Lord Farquaad. Oh, I deleted it. I'm so sorry. That's what I mean. Like, Jake Paul's calling him brave. I would like to whisper in Jake's ear, what has he done that's brave? What? Send other people to die? Was it brave to bomb that girls' school? What, Jake? What? Really? These fucking Cocoa Melon brains. Skynet is coming. I'm not scared. I know how Terminator ends. Bravely wearing orange and blue and red. God bless you, Shy Pixie. That's what we need. We need more commentary like that. The only thing he's doing bravely is wearing orange, red, and blue together. It does run in his family. This whole reason Donald Trump's family immigrated to the U.S. was to fucking get out of fucking their military service. And they were labeled cowards there. And then they came here and people were like, oh, this guy looks brave. Okay, guys. I wanted to play that Donald Trump genetics clip and just bring it to your attention. I'm going to cipher through the Jake Paul thing because we're going to pull some more clips from that. If you can, please hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, Foiled Foliage. I appreciate you coming a member tonight. You can support the channel becoming a member. I keep it like that. Arizona iced tea, people. 99 cents, man. I want this affordable for everybody. You support the channel. You can also super chat. But really, subscribing, sharing, and liking, or notification bell. That is the important thing, because we're building a rad community here. Our comrades are here. We're building a vanguard. We're changing the perception of Americans because they've been propagandized so heavily that when someone wants to buy a house, they're like, why don't you just move where it's cheaper? Which is stupid. It's like, no, they should be able to buy a house in the town they live in. You know, that kind of common sense, we're bringing the fuck back. And we're going to do it by, you know, taxing billionaires at 100%. Bravely dodging commitments and promises. Damn, Shy Pixie, yo, we got to do some bumper stickers or something. You mean Trump is depraved? Jake also thought he was cooking with that Tyson fight. Yeah. Peace, love, and always prefer hugs over stomps. 100%. Appreciate you, Foil Foliage, for real. And Mockingjay, thank you for the gift. Taxing at 100% of the excise tax? We're just taxing them at 100%, man. Don't worry about it. It ain't going to affect you. 100%. They're all going to threaten to leave, and then we're going to seize their assets and send them on an exiled Epstein Island. It's going to be beautiful, man. Just wait. You'll be able to afford your health care. Actually, you won't have to afford it. It's going to be free. Big brave man on TV every day. Good shit himself. Starlight. I would have seen it. I would have seen it in my feed. I'm like, did he poop himself? Is that why he's sitting like that? He's sitting like he's like hunched over and he looks like he's clenching. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Everybody knows what I mean. He looks like he's a clencher right there. He looks like Grimace is trying to clench that Grimace shake to stand. Bob, you're a fucking moron. You don't understand that the fucking ACA or Obamacare was a Heritage Foundation fucking project. It was an extreme far-right fucking racist project to keep you from having universal health care. They just labeled it Obamacare. Before that, it was Romney Care. Just do a little bit of research, man. You have the internet. You're on it. Stop being fucking dumb. Trump is 100% fascist, 100% tyrannical, 100% racist, and there is no ifs, ands, buts, or fucking gray area about it. Do we understand? Bob, let me do you a favor, okay? I'm gonna do you a favor. Listen closely, Bob. Shut the fuck up. How's that feel, Bob? How's that feel, Bob? Like your mother's lips around you? Anyways. Seriously, just do a little bit of research. Just do a little, like, Bob, we know you have the internet. That's how you're on here. You know, so you can't claim fucking, me just dumb. You know, you let Trump get away with that shit when he's always asked hard questions. He's like, I know nothing about it. And you're like, what a smart, intelligent, brave man. What a brave man to say he knows nothing about it and it was somebody else's fault. That's bravery if I've ever seen it. What a courageous hero to say it was somebody else. But Bob, we don't tolerate that shit here, buddy. I'm sorry. You've been placated your whole life. People fucking put on the kid gloves when they deal with you. Are you always walking on or is everybody walking on eggshells when they're around you because, you know, Bob has a fucking temper or you can't say anything about MAGA, you know? No, we don't do that here. I don't play nice with fucking racists or fascists or tyrant. We don't bend the knee, and we certainly don't respect those motherfuckers. So get with the program, Bob. A village is missing its idiots somewhere. Charlie, can I correct that statement? A village is happy that idiot's gone somewhere. They're certainly not missing him. Like, oh, he's gone? Oh, fucking A, man. Yeah, Foiled Foliage. Tell us what you voted for. I love these people. You know, it's like, just tell us what you. Here's the thing. When you know, don't tell us what you voted for. We're very clear on it. You're racist and you love PDF files. You're the protectors to the Epstein class. You're their boots on the ground, but you don't get paid and they don't thank you, and they're trying to take your health care, your houses, your taxes, your fucking poison your food, and then trying to tell you, you know, everything's all good. It's a gilded age. And they say gilded age because they understand you didn't fucking read your history or understand what the first gilded age was when the robber barons came around. There's rampant corruption. So they use gilded age as like, oh, somehow you're involved in this and you don't understand that you're not. You're the one they're grifting. That's why Donald Trump sells digital trading cards. What are you doing with those? Putting them in your digital wallet? Are you saving those, buddy? Did you buy those golden shoes from him? How about his Chinese guitar or Chinese Bible? Any of those? How about a watch? Did you get Donald Trump's fucking golden phone yet? Did you? Any of these things come to fruition? How about the tariff rebates? How about the Doge dividends check? How about that healthcare plan he had concepts of? Any of those things, you fucking fraudulent group of fucking little fucking cocoa melon brained worms, because you have no spine. And that's what we got to do here, you know? We got to lay the fucking smackdown on these fucking tyrant bootlickers. They think they're the ones that have the power, you know? House Party, you're not black, number one. I'm going to tell you that. That's a fake account that you're coming in here to pretend you're black, saying brothers for Trump. Okay? So I would just stop doing that, because you're going to get caught one of these days. You're going to forget to switch to your alternate account. And you're going to say, brothers for Trump, and it's going to be your fucking toothless hillbilly nope, not redneck, hillbilly cocoa melon face on there, and you're going to go, oops, and the internet's going to remember it, and you're going to get busted, okay? So this is just some life advice. But I was saying, I love you guys. Thank you, Foiled Foliage, Smoking Blondie, Julian, all the family. And Dusty, stop by. I love you, Dusty. Dusty gave me some good music recommendations. Go check out Everything. What a good band, Dusty. Thank you. Edward's here, Starlight Zen. Who else? Frankie Berry slipped in. What's up, Frankie Berry? Shy Pixie. If I forgot a name, I'm very sorry. Not sorry. I was reading Charlie and said sorry. Oh, I gotta call my brother. I gotta go call my brother. Eggy Rose. Wait, I missed that. Stub. I see you've really went downhill to just trolling. Nice artwork. Oh, thank you, Melnick Mob. Sometimes you got to address the trolls. They don't get enough attention. That's why they're in here. You know, they're desperate. They're desperate little pick-me boys. Welcome, comrade. WTF over 2. Appreciate you. Solidarity. Thank you. Thank you for supporting the channel. I'm only supported by your views. If you saw how many yellow and reds I got in my, my thing, you'd be like, yeah, this guy's clearly not in it for the money. Whenever someone called me a grifter, I'm like, do you hear the shit I say and play? You think this is going on the front page? Oh, you silly, silly goose. But no, we got to address the trolls. We got to, especially sometimes they make a good, they set me up for a great argument. I'm sorry. I feel like Ben Shapiro going to dunk on freshmen at fucking high school or whatever he does, you know, because their intellect is so small that I'm like, oh, this is a great point. When they're like, oh, you want to buy a house? Just move to fucking buttfuck Iowa, you know, and you're like, nah. How about every American should be able to buy a home where they want to live, you know? Why is that only the exception for the billionaire class, the Epstein class? Why are you okay with the Epstein class getting to just buy up all the homes everywhere? But when a working American, a hard-working American wants to buy a home in the town that they live and work in, you're like, why don't you just move? You know, and I want to call that fucking stupidity out because it's amplified on Fox News, CNN, fucking politicians. They all fucking amplify that. You know, and they do it in ways that just don't buy avocado toast, just don't buy an iPhone. And they never tell the billionaires to fucking manage their money. You have $1 billion. Epstein class, you have more than enough. Like, fucking, you know, the fuck are you doing, man? You're telling us to manage our money? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? There's never critique for those people. And that's what we do here. The Duck Factory. Here's the thing, man. Sometimes I just mute people because I don't like them, and you're one of those people. You're one of those people. Your vibes are off. Because I am your official YouTube vibe coach, and just let me tell you, your vibes are way the fuck off, dude. Way the fuck off. Like something's wrong with you, man. your parents raised you wrong, but I don't want to put the onus on them because you're probably, you know, mid-aged right now. You're just like I don't know, like a toilet fucking overfilled at a concert that got tipped over, you know, and that blue water is just mixed into it. Oh, God, those are your vibes, man. Fix it. Fix it. Fix it. Stub, the spam got you 30 minutes. If you don't come back and spam, it'll be a day. I like that warning. Thank you, Edward. I actually really like this live stream. Oh, wait, thank you. Thank you, Frankie Berry. Yeah, sometimes I do engage with the people too much, but again, I'm working on the fly here because my photos are not, I don't know what's going on. So I'm behind the 8 ball, as, I don't know, pool players say. I don't know, I haven't played pool in a long time. But I'm kind of pissed because I had a bunch of photos lined up to show you in the background. I can't do any of it, so we're going to have to try it again. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe Monday. Yeah, let's try it Monday. I'll have the Logan Paul. Hopefully it will all be fixed. I don't know what's going on because it worked yesterday. So my apologies to everybody. This was just, let's have fun with the trolls. Let's give them what they want. They're thirsty for entertainment and thirsty for attention. So we gave it to them, you know, but it's also good because what I do is I position it in a different way because these people can't unhear it. So now they have to understand that's how you defeat those stupid fucking talking points that Fox News gave them. And I want to equip everybody with that because now you can, you know, utilize that in your own. What? Oh, by the way, the other thing I wanted to bring up is I was looking at some stats and 86, was it 86? No, what's 27? 76? 20? No. Was it 20? 83? I forget the numbers. God damn, I'm not good with numbers. But it was like 80%, 70 or 80% people aren't subscribed, but they're watching. Come on, man. We're not going to make it to 1 trillion subscribers if you don't hit subscribe. That's the only way we get to 1 trillion. I'm not Mr. Beast. I'm not going to promise you a cookie. He owes a lot of people cookies, though. I'm pissed about that because he's a liar. But I will promise you thought-provoking fucking entertainment in ways that you don't think, or maybe you do think. And if you do think them, then let's add to the discussion. Let's further the dialogue. This society has collapsed. We're seeing it in real time. And when institutions fail, you don't reform them. You don't build back better. You replace them. So we need some ideas, people. I need you guys firing on all cylinders. Nola's with you. Yeah. Oh, we need New Orleans. I'd never been there. I wanted to go there. Where did it go? I couldn't see. Appreciate you. Hit subscribe. Hit the notification bell. But I'm telling you, a bunch of Twatsies, man. That's what they are. Love the Nirvana shirt. Look like Kurt and Chris's child. That's an amazing compliment. Thank you, Phoenix and the Raven. You know, I wrote Chris Novoselic. I'll tell you a quick story before I go. I write people sometimes just when I really appreciate what they do, right? And Chris Novoselic, if you don't know, he's out in the Pacific Northwest and he's advocating for ranked choice voting. He has his own Cascade party. He's doing a lot of good work in the communities, right? And I love seeing that. And that really means something to me because Dave Grohl is a imp little fucking wannabe. You know, Dave Grohl claims he's a punk, but he's not speaking out. He's just fucking content with what's going on. He says everyone can come to my show because no matter what your affiliation, we all sing the same songs. Really, Dave? Because you saw Kurt kick out misogynists and Twatsies and all those people, so shame on you, Dave. But Chris, I really love. So what I did for my birthday 2 or 3 years ago, I said for my birthday, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write Chris a letter. You know, I owe it to myself to just thank him for the beautiful art he gave me, the funny videos that are still up from MTV and stuff, and for all the work he's doing in the Pacific Northwest. And I wrote him and sent the letter, and I said, fuck it, you know, that's what I wanted to do. I never thought in a million years I'd hear back from Chris Novoselic of Nirvana, okay? And I think it was a few months later, right? So I'm not expecting anything. And I get the mail, and there's a fucking card from Chris Novoselic addressed to me. I have it signed. I can go find it. We moved, so it's all packed up. But he wrote me a card. He read the whole letter. He commented on it. He commented on my YouTube channel. And I never expected it was one of the raddest things in my life. Never thought in a million years he would write back. Never in a million years. So that comment of me being the love child of Chris and Kurt is fucking amazing. I'll find the card. I don't know where. I know it's somewhere precious. It's with my Kurt Cobain photo where Kurt's smoking or making Ronald McDonald smoke. It's a weird picture. I don't know why. It's a weird. I have a very obscure photo of Kurt Cobain that I got off eBay. I don't have like a poster or anything. It's Kurt Cobain like holding a fucking bag of food, making Ronald McDonald smoke a cigarette from the 80s. This is amazing. The more I listen to you, man, I know we would have been best friends growing up. Yeah, 100%. That's what I mean. The community we're building here is like long lost friends that never met. You know what I mean? And I'm cool with that, man, because we all got the same vision, right? And we all got our own weirdness about us. That's the thing, man. People want everyone to conform, be a conservative. And it's like, why? The coolest thing is how fucking weird everybody is, man. You know? Much respect, brother. Okay, guys. That's it. That is his guru beanie. Well, Starlight, like I said the other day at work, I said it's in case I gotta get me some food. You know what I mean? I always have this one on me just in case I gotta get some food. You know, we hungry out here. We hungry. People at my work were like, what? I was like, you don't get the joke. It's all right. It's all right. I grew up on Nirvana, understood the message. And they had a message. I'm 56. When I was 14, I read an article about Tony Hawk. I called information 411. Yeah, we'll have a whole segment on 411. And they connected me with Tony Hawk. We talked for 30 minutes. That's an amazing story. You guys just don't understand. You used to be able to call this number 411 and be like, they would say city and state, and you give it to them, and then you just tell them what you wanted for the phone number, and they gave it to you. And that was a real human on the other end. And I only remember that so fucking hard because me and my friend used to prank 411 all the time. And we would just do parody names or like obscure shit. Oh my God, that's so funny. Before 411, just O for operator. Oh, no, wait a minute. Hold on. Charlie saw Nirvana in December of 93. Where? Because weren't they on the European tour? Where did you see them in December 93? Because he died in, what was it, February? He died in February 94? So, bro, you were at like one of the last shows? That's fucking insane. Oh my God. April 94. Okay. Did he die in April 94? I always forget. His birthday and his death day are very close. Yeah. Nirvana's... No, Pac died in 96. Tupac died in 96. Kurt died in 94. The 90s were rough, man. 90s. I mean, they were beautiful, but from 94 to 96 was tragic. And then what, Biggie died in 97? 97? Oh, man. I hate that I look like Courtney. Only if you have to be like, I'm not her, assholes. I'm not her. Then it's not a bad. I mean, she's not like good-looking human. It's just when you look at her, you see into her soul. You know, that's the problem. And you don't have that same soul, so just don't worry about it. 95 was Hoon and Garcia. Oh yeah, I was listening to Hoon today, man. What's the song? Change. Fuck, I love Blind Melon. And when Garcia happened, and then when did Lane Staley die? I forget. Class of 99. All right, so we all fam here. Mikey, we all fam here. Yeah, the 90s replaced a lot of the lame 80s pop rock. We are. That's what solidarity is, man. That's what solidarity is. We're all brothers and sisters. Sup, homies? What's up, homie Melon? Ooh, I like your avatar. I like your avatar. He's from and buried in Lafayette. Lane is? I didn't know that. I don't know. My buddy that was in this band, absolutely, he loved Lane so much he named his son Lane. And I liked Allison. Listen, Alice in Chains, MTV Unplugged, I have it on DVD. It's one, you know, it is, he is a screeching angel. Nirvana was better, don't get me wrong. You know, I want to go get a Kurt Cobain sweater. Anyways. Oh, Hoon was. Oh, Hoon was. Okay, Shannon was. I didn't know that. What a fucking sad tale for him too, man. He was so talented. Lane was another one of the greatest vocalists, yeah. Nobody played like Dimebag. Yup, Dimebag, another victim to America. That was sad. All right, guys. Man, that was some good conversation right there. I really love that. I love you guys. You guys are fucking rad. This is a cool group. I love this fucking community because we could just start rad. And you guys teach me so much. Like Smoke and teach me. Now I'm gonna, when I listen to Shannon later. Class of 91. Yeah. Jerry was not better than Kurt. I can't believe the bad. No, he wasn't. No. Listen, Kurt's guitar just sold from the Teen Spirit video. The left-handed, whatever it is, was a Fender or something. I don't know. It sold for $5.2 million, which is unreal. You know, that should be in like public. That should be in Seattle in a case where you can go and see it. But when I was looking at it, right, the photos of it, I'm like, it's still so amazing to me. Besides Jimi Hendrix, who else was like an incredible fucking left-handed guitarist? And the stuff that Kurt wrote was so fucking melodically out there that there's just, I don't know. There's no comparison for me. Bush. Starlight's a little bit younger, right? Because Bush was for the ladies. That was the Nirvana knockoff for the ladies with Gavin. Listen, me and my buddies, we might have played fucking some Glycerine, you know, as cover songs. All right, so I'm not making fun of it. I'm just saying, you know, we knew the girls that were a grade younger, and Bush came out, and they were all drooling on. Listen, we were there. I know what you're saying. I wouldn't say they were a talented group. I would just say, you know, they were eye candy for the ladies of the 90s. Gavin Rossdale was smooth. Yeah, see, here, now all the ladies are going to come tell me about Gavin Rossdale. I know, ladies. I know. Bush had that one song, bro. That's what I mean. All the guys are going to be like, listen, just stop with the Bush talk. But all the ladies are going to mention Gavin. I'm a deadhead, so I'm partial. All right. Read the Kirk biography, Heavier Than Heaven. I have not read that, but I have the original Michael Azerrod, what's it? Smells Like Teen Spirit. And I have the version fucking right after he passed away, because I forget. I got the book like right after he passed, and they redid. He came out with it, I think, right before they passed, and then they altered it a little bit after. So I mean, I have a lot of books from the 90s. It's right over there. Reading that one was tough. I gotta get Heavier Than Heaven. I gotta get that. I have not. It's also hard for me to read that stuff about Kurt, man. Good to see you, Pink Fur. Love you. Good to see you, Pink Fur. All right, guys. That's it for me. That's it for tonight. I love you. Peace. Hit subscribe, please. Like 80% of people aren't subscribed, and they're in here watching. Why not? It's free. Notification bell. You have fun. We'll talk about 90s music. We'll talk about 411. It doesn't even exist anymore. I don't know. I'm going to try calling it later. Just to see. You know what? I'm going to try calling 411, and if they pick up, I'm going to be like, oh, man, it's been so long. They're going to be like, city and state, please. I'd be like, no. Just give me a second. I'm glad you guys are here. I really do that shit. All right, guys. Oh, Duffy's here. What's up? What's up, Duffy? Tia's here. What's up? All right, guys. I love you. Peace. Go listen to Nirvana.